Hey guys, Orvis Fly Guy here, and I'm really excited today to talk to you about something that's super important for you new guys. It's called drag-free drift. And a lot of you guys are probably thinking, wow, what is that? Well, to me, I'm about to really hook you up here. Drag-free drift is the most important thing that you're going to learn as a fly fisherman, okay? It's all about presentation, and if I can help you today just a little bit, it may change your catch ratio from no fish, being skunked, sad, upset, to getting 3-4 fish an hour, maybe even getting 60 fish for the day. It's not unheard of, and it's all about presentation. Now when I say presentation, I don't care if you're a good caster. Let's forget that, okay? I don't care if you're Brad Pitt. I don't care if you look like you're the most beautiful man in the river fly casting. Okay, that's not important. Okay, I'm a horrible caster, but I catch a lot of fish, and a lot of people that I fish with catch a lot of fish, and they're not great casters. It's not about that. It's about your presentation. What I'm going to share with you today, it's not a secret. A lot of people out there know about it, but I'm going to kind of help you out just a little bit. So pay attention. I'll try to go through it slow, not spend too much time so don't waste your time. Okay, so you're in the river. You've worked slowly. You've gotten to a spot, and I'll talk to you more about that later. You've gotten to a spot you want to fish, okay? It's out in front of you. Okay, stop casting really long. Stop sending your line 15, 16 feet across the water, guys. That's so silly. Don't do that. Fish close to you and then work your way across, moving your feet slowly, okay? Fish close. Now, in saying that, you're going to alleviate a lot of problems here. One, dealing with drag on your line once you hit the water, because that's a big no-no. Trout do not like to see jet liners flying through the water. That stuff's not real, okay? They want to see naturally floating, drifting food. Even if it's a glow bug floating down the riverbed, they want to see it moving with the current, okay? And all of that depends on what happens on top of the water with your fly line. Big key. Thing I was taught, and the thing I'm going to tell you, get all that fly line off the water except just a little bit, okay? Don't have 15 foot of line in the water. Stay close. When you cast upstream, go ahead and go ahead and bring the line towards you so there's no slack on the water, and then you're going to be watching the fly line that's left, anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of line that's on the water. Now, I call it high sticking, nymphing, things like that. Dry fly fishing is great, but 90% of the fish that I catch are under the water, subsurface, and they're deep. So don't be afraid to put a little weight on your water. Sorry guys. Don't be afraid to put a little bit of weight on your line to get your fly down early, okay? Don't worry about it. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, I've got lead on my fly. That's not going to be enough a lot of times. If you fish a lot of the rivers that I fish that are pretty fast moving, you want to get a little weight on it, get it down, okay? You want to let that fly get down low. Alright, so now, once you've cast upstream, you want to look and get all that fly line off the water, except for just a little bit. Now, if you do happen to cast out a little farther than what you'd like, there's an easy way to create drag-free drift on your line. You don't want to see your line being pulled into a curve either downstream or upstream. You want it to be straight, okay? And the way that you fix that is if your line, if you've cast out ahead of you and it's all of a sudden you see your fly line's curving and you've left too much line out, all you've got to do is pick up on your fly rod with your line and just flick it either upstream if your loop's going down, or if your loop's going up, you want to pick it up and flip it down. Here's my little fly rod. But anyway, flick it down. You want your line and your fly moving at the same distance, and this is the thing a lot of people don't think of. You've got a lot of fly line in the water, okay? There's your fly. This is all your tippet. Then you've got all your leader, and then you've got your fly line. You've got to make sure that your fly line's not pulling or dragging your fly through the water. You want it to float naturally. That's going to be a big key. Now, starting close will really help you. If you start casting really far across the river, you're gonna really have a hard time. You're gonna be mending your line downstream, upstream constantly to deal with fast moving water going to slow moving water. So, big key today, drag-free drift is just simply creating a situation where your fly and your line is moving at the same time, same speed with one another. You don't want it dragging. Now, once you've mastered that, you're going to see that you're going to get a lot more strikes, guys. It's no secret. It's not something that fly fishermen have just kept hidden from you. You're going to see that your catch ratio will really increase. Stop fishing really far away from you. I've caught fish, guys, at the bottom of my feet. It's amazing, but it's all about presentation. Okay, now one quick little tip that I'm gonna share. A guy, one of my buddies, he's an older guy. I don't mean old, sorry, but he taught me. He said, you know, look, you need to move slowly when you enter the water. You need to enter the water almost like a heron. He tells me, be the heron. And if you don't know what a heron is, it's those long-legged birds you see sometimes in the river and the streams. They move so slow. It takes them sometimes 20-30 minutes to get to a hole, but they move so slow. If you move slow like the heron, you're not going to stomp through the water and scare the fish away. Move slow. Enjoy it. Take some pictures. Take a step here and there. But when you cast, get your fly line off the water. Bring the line towards you if you've cast it way ahead of you upstream, so you don't, because one thing you don't want to do is cast line and then just, even though your line's moving at the same time, you want to draw up the leftover line as it comes closer to you, so that when you do see that line just does a little pause in the water as it goes, listen, you might have hit bottom, you might have hit a twig, but let me tell you something. There's so many times that line pauses and you don't set the hook that you just missed it. That trout has just basically grabbed your fly and it has let it go, and you missed an opportunity. Okay, drag-free drift is where it's at, guys. It's changed my fly fishing life. So hopefully it'll help you. You know, if you want more information, you need to look it up online. But look that up, drag-free drift. I'll talk to you a little bit more about some other things later, but the key for the day, drag-free drift. I hope you can see that, because I can't tell if it's up there. Drag-free drift and presentation is what's going to change your life in fly fishing. Alright guys, that's all for me today. Orvis Fly Guy, drag-free drift, presentation. You know, don't fish so far away. The more time your line stays in the water, the less, you know, the more times you have a chance to catch fish. If you're casting in the air trying to look all pretty, you might catch a bird. You might even catch your buddy out in the river fishing with you, and he's not going to like you. So until next time, this is Orvis Fly Guy. Enjoy it, guys. Thanks.